after the ups and downs of the season, it all comes down to this. It's the playoff final in the Development League. It's a huge game between two sides who are very evenly matched, both having finished their campaign with 67 points from 31 games. It's Vitality Stadium. Bournemouth have the home advantage for the final, having finished higher in the table, and it should be a cracking night under the lights. We've just had some thunder and lightning a second ago as well. The rain pouring down. As you can see, the players are imminent, and it is a strong looking Cherries lineup as well tonight. Let's have a look at those teams. So for Bournemouth, as I say, a strong looking side. Number of players who've been out on loan as well this season. The man to look out for at the moment, Adu Ajay, who is the top goal scorer in the Development League, despite being on loan at Carlisle until January with 23 goals to his name. And Ben Winterburn as well, who's now made 3 senior Premier League appearances starts. McKenna in goal, with all of his experience having played in the Scottish League. He'll hope that he can not be tested too much tonight against the Brentford side, who also reached the Premier League Cup final only last week and have done so well in the league. This one really is evenly matched, but for the Cherries, they've won their last 14 games. So they're going into this one in absolutely unbelievable form as the rain gets heavier and heavier by the second. Delighted to say, Cherries midfielder Charlie Osborne joins us live tonight for this live stream. Delighted to bring this for you as well. Charlie, how excited are you about this one tonight, even in these conditions?
No, it should be a very good game. Both, like you said, both squads very strong, so hopefully it's an exciting one,
Yeah, and really, for Bournemouth, as you're saying about that form, 14 wins in a row, that's incredible form, isn't it? So, you know, to not only win those games, but to win them so convincingly.
Yeah, 100%. I think, like you said, it's almost unheard of, 14 games in a row. Obviously all the, like Ben, like you said, making appearances with the first team now, so all that experience comes in and helps us and goes and runs like we just did.
Well, it does. It must make a big difference, having started the campaign strongly, but ending it unbelievably here. And it all comes down to this playoff final today to see who can seal the Development League. There was a South League, a North League. Bournemouth beating Burnley 4-3 in the semi-finals. 7 goals in that game, but to get over the line and to go 4-1 up after going 1-0 down, took some doing against a strong outfit. Yeah,
definitely. Burnley were a very good team, actually. Tactically, sorry. So yeah, like you said, to get the result out of that game and then obviously in the final now is massive for us.
So, live stream with Essex here at Vitality Stadium. It's Bournemouth against Brentford. I'm Ian Wilding alongside Charlie Osborne tonight. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff, and one way or another there will be a winner, as if there is nothing to separate the two, as Alan Connell looking pretty relaxed down there, the coach. It will go to extra time and penalties if nothing can be separated after 90 minutes, but we don't want that. I mean, it's drama, but you'd love it if Bournemouth can get the job done after 90 minutes tonight.
Yeah, of course. Hopefully after 90 minutes we'll get the win and lift the trophy. Yeah,
there will be a trophy lift for one of these two sides. But which ones are going to be? Brentford, who were actually only at St Mary's Stadium just over 2 weeks ago at Southampton and picked up a really good 2-0 win against a Category 1 side. The two Category 2 sides go head-to-head for the playoff final. Goals galore for Bournemouth. So many players getting on the score sheet. I mean, just how good is, talking of Adu Ajay, as we're about to get this match underway, unbelievable stuff from him to, well, it's just second half of the season to still only have 23 goals and only have played 3-4 months of the season.
Yeah, Dan's an incredible striker, just so clinical. You could back him with any chance he gets, and like you said, 23 goals.
Yeah,
it's incredible. So, but he deserves it. He puts in a lot of hard work, and yeah, he's a great striker.
Top scorer in the league, followed closely by Ewan Morgan of Brentford, who's Brentford's number 10. But man on the floor already is Ashley Hay, who can play out wide, can play up front as well. He had a loan spell also at Cheltenham, having had that Football League experience earlier on this season. So 20 seconds in. I think with these conditions we're going to see a fair bit of this, and we've only had 20 seconds.
No, I know.
But hopefully he's going to be okay. How much of an extra lift does it give everyone, do you think, though, you know, every time you step out on the turf at Vitality Stadium as well?
Yeah, of course. Like, obviously playing on a perfect pitch, it suits us how we want to play our game. And obviously the crowd as well gives us all a lift. Creates a good atmosphere, which we're not necessarily used to when we're playing other games just in the league, because you don't get crowds like this. But in a big final, this will definitely help the boys.
So tell us about your injury as well. So you've got a hamstring injury at the moment. How's that going?
No, it's going well. I had it about 2.5 months ago now, and then I just tweaked it again a few weeks ago. But we're so close to the end of the season, we decided it was best to almost just leave it and come back fit, ready for next season. So yeah, but rehab's going well. So just frustrating I can't be out there supporting the boys and playing with the boys now.
Neil McFarlane as well on the edge of his technical area, the ex-Kidderminster Harriers boss in charge of Brentford, also Scotland under-19s coach as well. Concerned from the touchline, but we had about 20 seconds of football, and now in this weather they all of a sudden didn't think they'd be warming up again quite so quickly as what they are. I suppose that's the thing, you don't want to risk it now, do you? I suppose it's kind of getting to the summer and then going again. Yeah,
definitely. Like, obviously off season is your time for rest and getting ready to come back again, ready for a whole other season. So having to do rehab and all that kind of thing is not ideal.
Well, fingers crossed for next season. So Bournemouth against Brentford, it's the playoff final, Development League playoff final, with Brentford themselves with a really decent win 2-1 at Sheffield United in the semi-finals to get to this stage of the competition as well. So Ayer, the experience, I mean, he's got some experience, former Celtic man playing for Brentford tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we were expecting him to be on the team sheet, to be honest.
No, I was in for a shock when I picked up the team sheet earlier, saw his name on it, but see what the Cherries can do now. And two there, comes off Reece Dottin, and it goes the Cherries' way. Important, I know it goes without saying, but on a night like this, to get out the traps quickly, so vital.
Definitely, you always want a quick start. And I think we were on the opposite end of that against Burnley. They scored quite an early goal, and then it took us a while to get back into the game. Obviously, you got the equaliser, and then from then we just push on. So like I said, hopefully get a good start here. The little break in play didn't help, but hopefully Zane can do something with this free kick.
Yeah, Silcott Dewberry stood over it, who made his Premier League debut for the senior side against Nottingham Forest, coming on at the age of 19 years and 200 days. Looking to get the Cherries off to a perfect start here. And he could easily have done with that wicket deflection.
Yeah, almost.
And could have easily. On another day, found its way in. First corner with this live stream with Essets. Let's have another look at that one again. It did come off the wall. There's Reggie Rose in goal for Brentford. There is Ewan Morgan. Morgan switches it out with a touch there from Al Donovan. Silcott Dewberry. I have to ask you about your dad as well, you know, prolific at so many non-league clubs.
Yeah.
Paul Town was one of them, Wimborne, was it Christchurch and Brockenhurst?
Yeah, no, he's known around here as a bit of a non-league legend, apparently. That's what I get told.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember watching him when I was a bit younger, and like you said, he was just always score goals for those kind of clubs. But didn't get too high up, so.
No. Is it one of those, get it in the box and
oh yeah,
be there, he'd attack it?
Definitely. Old school striker.
Yeah. Now it's over the head that time of Ashley Clark. who himself has got 12 goals to his name so far this season in the league.
He's got quite a lot of assists as well, I think. Ash Clark had a very good season.
Yeah, he's got, wow, real all-rounder, isn't he? He's got
Yeah.
impressed so much, so consistent as well, the way he performs. Good trickery there. Well played there from Owen Riley for the Bees. Looking for that first attack for the away side here in this final. And it, again, I think it couldn't take no chances in the end. And Harris, I think, had more space perhaps than he thought, but
Yeah,
the Bees
didn't
win
want
the
to
first
risk it,
corner.
did he?
Yeah. Just get it out of play. Archie Harris himself, who's joined us once or twice in the commentary box as well.
Yeah. We've done a lot of work on set pieces with Brentford. So we know they're such a threat, especially the size of some of their players.
Yeah, so, well, it's not a
Done
bad
well
ball
there.
either. Yeah, did well into the arms there of Callum McKenna. Joined for around £300,000 reportedly from Queen's Park last year, and actually made his professional debut at the age of 16 against Inverness. He's a bit of a character, isn't he, by all accounts?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah, no, he's done well since he's come over. Made a lot of appearances for us and made a lot of big saves, especially this season. I think helped us to get to the position we're in now. So credit to him.
Yeah, he might be busy tonight. I think both goalkeepers could be the way both teams set up and
Yeah,
operate.
definitely. I think both teams want to attack, get forward early. So like I said, both could be in for a busy evening.
Headed on from Winterburn. Just going back to your dad as well, he's at the Pompey Academy, wasn't he, many moons ago? So there's an
Yeah.
opportunity there. It's just,
Yeah, no, he was there as a scholar. So obviously under 16 to under 18, he was there, and then he got told he was going to get a professional contract, but the first team manager ended up leaving, and then he basically got told the next week that he wasn't going to get one. So that was quite tough for him, and he always says he wished he went to other clubs to trial and things like that, but he just never did. But he had a good career in non-league, so
yeah, that's tough going. Now here's a chance. A real opportunity. Well, he didn't hit it too badly either. It does take a deflection along the way. But Dominic Sadie. Well, it's been end to end, but
Yeah.
Bournemouth have had a couple of good opportunities
Yeah, they
already.
have.
Yeah. Another look at that one again. He did get a touch to it. I think that was heading in were it not for that deflection.
yeah, you like to think so.
He can hit them as well. He was also part of that first team that went to Portugal in 2022, Dominic Sadie. Made his debut against Norwich in the League Cup in August 2022. Cherries line up here. Well, it did come off Harold Williams' head in the end. A second Cherries corner, so we've had 3 corners already, one for Brentford. And what about that Bournemouth 8, Brentford 1 month or two ago now?
Yeah,
The Duaget scoring 3, Tideman with 2,
yeah.
Winterburn, Sadie on the score sheet. Was that, I suppose, Brentford arguably not quite as strong as they were today, but nonetheless,
No.
what a wonderful win it was.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like you said, I don't think the squad was as strong, but Brentford are always a good side, no matter what team they put out. So to go out and win 8-1 against Brentford, who are, like I said, a good side no matter what, was definitely a big statement, I think, from us. I think that kind of set the pace of this long run that we've been on. To then meet them in the final again.
How much do you think this, the academy's improved and the players and the quality's improved over the last, just the last year or two,
Yeah.
being Category 2 now?
No, massively. Like, obviously, I've been here since I was 10. So seeing like the new training ground, for example, is just like, it's almost, I can't describe it, to be honest, because where we were training 5-6 years ago, even 2 or 3 years ago, like it's a crazy difference. and like you said, that gives us a bigger platform to then bring in players like Zayn and Matai, for example, and it shows the good direction that the club are going.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Massive there with that academy. It's real wonderful stuff there. Now it's out towards the left-hand side from Zilkot Dubry. Couldn't quite find his man. Goes back to Donovan. And Christoph Aya in the side. All those appearances. We're saying north of the border for Celtic. One back there from Rhys Dottin. And I think it's not just the 8 against Brentford, is it? It's the 7 at home to Ipswich, a 5 against Wigan. You know, averaging 4 goals a game last 14 matches with all those wins, and that takes some doing.
It is impressive. Just shows the quality we've got all over the pitch, really, because it starts from the back, but obviously we've got the likes of Dan, Ash, Remy, Dom to be able to finish it up front.
There is Romel Donovan now for Brentford. Back to Brierley, the captain. Brentford themselves were awarded Category 2 status in June last year. This could be dangerous. Miss kicks it. Oh, and well,
it's a good chance.
Good opportunity. Ethan Brierley, I think, should have done a lot better than that. He should have hit the target for sure.
Yeah, I think so. He's a very good player, number 8 as well. So I think he'll be a bit disappointed with that one.
Couldn't quite hit the target. So we had opportunities, a couple for the Cherries, a couple for Brentford. Not even had 15 minutes yet either. But Brentford going into this in form. They did lose to QPR in the Premier League Cup final. But before that, they'd won 5 in a row, including 3 in the league against QPR, Crewe and Barnsley. Surely, well, it looked... Phil Eddy wasn't happy with that. He was obviously not sure about that one. It looked like a foul for me, didn't it, for sure?
Definitely.
Telling the players to carry on. Here is Sadie. Winterburn. Bonnet there. The January signing from the US. Goes out to Rhys Dottin. Again, I saw Bournemouth signing a number of players in January that, you know, were 18, 19, 20, 21, and Bonnet is great to bring into the club.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's a great player. Obviously, made quite a few appearances in the MLS at a very young age, which is obviously a great achievement for anyone. And since he's been here, he's been very good, very good. Shows his quality every day in training, in games.
And Aya with the ball out to the left-hand side. Well, blocked in the end. It was Ewan Morgan looking for the pass. Out again to Benjamin Frederick. Again, both sides have got players who've got that Football League experience now. Benjamin Frederick, who had the ball a second ago, has got experience playing in the World Cup for the under-20s a couple of years ago for Nigeria. Could be problems here. Well, he had to get there, and it was Ashley Hay who rounded McKenna there.
Yeah, he did enough, just about.
Bit of a heart and mouth stuff for a second there, but 15 minutes in then, Charlie, what are your thoughts of what you've seen so far?
To be honest, I think it's what I and everyone expected. Both very good teams on the ball, both creating good chances. Just going to be a case of who takes the first chance, I think. I'll set the tone for the rest of the game.
And tell us about, because this is your second spell at Bournemouth, isn't it? You were at Ringwood for a little bit, and then you went and you came back again.
Yeah, no, I was with Bournemouth like at a very, very young age, like 6 or 7, and then like different reasons, like that my dad's football and work commitments. Like I wasn't really able to get to training as often as I wanted to, so I left for a few years and just went and played at my local club at Ringwood, and did really well there. And then again got picked up by Bournemouth when I was about 10, and then came on trial, and then they eventually signed me.
Sarris with the cross. Not a bad ball. I mean, how much does that help, though? Just, having that experience at Ringwood and then coming back again, that's got to help loads,
Oh, yeah,
doesn't it?
100%. I love my time at Ringwood. It was obviously I love football now still, but back in the, like, when you're younger and you're just playing with mates for fun, and you're playing with so much freedom, it's lovely. So, yeah, I'm definitely glad that's the route I went down and was able to do that for a few years. But, yeah.
Well, this is the live stream here, the Development Playoff Final, Development League. Here at Vitality Stadium, it's Bournemouth against Brentford with Esset, this live stream. I'm Ian Wilding with Charlie Osborne. AFC Bournemouth midfielder, and we are, 16, 17 minutes in so far. Harris. A reminder, it will be decided tonight as well here, one way or another, and I'm quite surprised. We've had chances for both, that it is still 0-0, particularly pretty much Bournemouth have been involved in games averaging about 5 goals a game on average this season. Akinbone should get there just about, and it gets away from McKenna. Corner kick, and they hope they're not punished here, the Cherries.
No. Difficult one to deal with that.
Yeah. He's put him under pressure there, wasn't he, Ashley Hay?
Yeah.
Ashley Hay, the forward who joined Brentford actually after a successful trial, having arrived from Hitchin a couple of years ago. And then scored 14 goals in 15 games in the first half of the season when he arrived as well. But a third corner for Brentford. Harris dealt with it well there, under some pressure there from Stevenson. Goes back to Briley. Comes off Harris again. This is the 5th corner of the game altogether. The last time Bournemouth didn't win was a 1-1 draw at Watford. That was on the 3rd of March, but they've scored 57 goals in 14 games, which is quite incredible stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
Yogan. Here's Briley. Oh, he could be in trouble here. Could take advantage. We got lucky with that one.
Very lucky.
Really under pressure there from Aduajai. And he doesn't need a chance, does he? He's half a chance. He's taken it.
Definitely.
So 20 minutes in. Let's have another look at that one again. Well, he did get lucky trying to play it back to his centre-back, wasn't it?
That's something we worked on again. We knew Brentford were always going to try and play out, so if we can get pressure high, there's always a chance they'll give it away and give us a chance. And like you said, with Daniel's ability, if he gets half a chance, there's...
Those there with the pressing there. Just can't quite get it under control there that time. We stopped it. Aya gets it out of trouble. There's Ben Winterburn. You'll call him Nige, don't you, as well?
Yeah, it's a little nickname that he picked up somehow. Don't really know, but it's just stuck.
It's headed on. I can imagine most players don't know who Nigel Winterburn is from back in the day.
I don't know who that is, no.
Yeah. But that's his nickname for life now, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, as long as he's here anyway.
Yeah. Here is Donovan. Owen finds Briley. Briley out left.
Great time.
Both sides keeping the ball well, aren't they? There's really
Yeah.
good technique for both.
Definitely.
Technical sides as it goes out to Benjamin Frederick, who finds Owen. Might have a pop here. And it was Josh Stevenson. Easy dealt with there from McKenna. So tell us about your lows. It's TSV Hartberg in Austria that you were earlier in the season as well.
Yeah, I was there for the first 6 months of this year. Didn't go as I hoped out, but it's definitely something that will help me in the future, I think. Living in a different country, playing a whole different style of football, different culture. Like I said, it didn't work out really as well as I wanted it to, but it's just one of those things, I think.
Here's a chance, though, and it could take advantage here. Surely, yes, he does. Well, that's goal number 24 there for Daniel Aduajai of the season. It had to be him, didn't it, for such a crucial game here in the playoff final. It could have gone either way. It was end-to-end up to that stage, but the Cherries draw first blood and a big step towards victory.
Yeah, it's brilliant from Mata, I think, just stepping in to win the ball and then slipping it through to Dan. And like we said before, Dan's always going to get half a chance and finish it.
He took it well, didn't he? And had a chance earlier on. Made that goal number 24 then. And the Cherries, again, Brentford will be probably the instruction, just don't give him half a chance, really.
Definitely. I think we deserve it as well. I think we've started the game really well and controlled it a little bit. I think Brentford just grew into it the last 5-10 minutes maybe, but I think we deserve that goal. Now we've got to try and keep control of the game. Don't let them get back into it too soon.
Yeah, next few minutes is crucial for sure. Here on this live stream. We're really pleased to be able to bring this for you tonight, especially for such a big game. And a pretty good following opposite from where we're sat as well. Good to see, as you said earlier, with the crowd.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good number, maybe a couple of thousand here tonight. And the rain stopped. We had thunder before the game, and luckily it's all stopped now. But looking for an instant response, and they're not going to get one that time from Ewan Morgan's shot. Ewan Morgan, who had 9 goals last season, he certainly improved in the second half. He did move to the left wing at times. He's talking as well about how he learned so much from Ben Mee at Brentford about how to get the better of defenders. But Aduajai has made it 1-0 to Bournemouth. And as you say, with on reflection, Brentford have had their chances, but Bournemouth, 4 or 5 good chances themselves.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a very even game. And like we said, it's just going to be was going to be a matter of who took the chance first. Thankfully, it was us.
A 7 p.m. kickoff. Goes back to Briley. There's Riley Owen, finds Josh Stevenson. He was captain of Millwall under 18s last season, the defender. Here's Briley. I mean, he's a real presence, isn't he, Christoph Ayer there? But when you look at him at development football, even more so.
Yeah, and you can tell he's showing his experience already. He just looks so composed on the ball.
Yeah, he's been cool and calm, hasn't he?
Very.
Here's Morgan. Finds Donovan. Opens up. Well, he had a slight opportunity there for a shot.
Yeah.
And Ewan Morgan again with a pass. Just open up just for a split second, didn't it, there for him?
Yeah, definitely. I think got a little bit put under pressure and made probably the wrong choice. I think he could have had a shot.
Try to confirm that actually I was 1 goal short for Adurja. I didn't give him enough credit. It was actually 25 goals for
really?
Adurja. So it was just to kind of add as many goals as we can to his tally would be nice. 25, pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows exactly what number he's on.
Yeah. Yeah, probably remembers every one. Harris to the back heel. Here's Winterburn. Now from Sadie. Great football. Could open up. Could have a second. Not quite. It was Sadie with the strike, but what brilliant build-up play that was in the first place.
Yeah, brilliant play from Archie and Ben. They both get a shot off, just couldn't quite beat the defender. It's a good block.
Yeah. Watching that replay, it looked even better than before that build-up. As I say, Brentford defended well there. Brentford know where the back of the net is themselves. They ended the season actually with a 3-0 win at home to Barnsley. They've got some defending to do here. But if they can get the job done here, Charlie, today, I mean, the whole club, we looked, you know, we streamed the women's promotion in the National League Division 1 Southwest earlier this season. Win against Bristol Rovers. We had the Bournemouth points tally being beaten in the Premier League, the senior side. It's just, if they can just cap it off the development side with a win here, it would just sum it up nicely, wouldn't it?
Definitely, it'd be a massive season for the club, like you said, in all aspects. The men's team, the women's team, the academy.
And as you mentioned earlier, with that development centre, plans to expand this stadium as well.
No, it's good to see.
Exciting stuff. There's Ayer on the ball. Ayer again. Benjamin Frederick. Here's Morgan.
Good defending.
Yeah. Defended well so far, the Cherries.
Yeah, haven't given them too much. They've had a couple chances, I think, but overall I think we've done well.
For Bournemouth, the last defeat was a 2-0 loss at Millwall. That was on the 4th of February, so that's going back 3.5 months now.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Does go Brentford's way. Adurja then, the goal machine, getting on the score sheet. Talking about on Winterburn being called Nige. Is it Chozza they call you as reading?
Yeah, Chos.
Chos.
It's a nickname Sean Cooper gave me actually back when I was under 12s, I think. And it's kind of just stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit similar to Nige.
That's the thing, they stick, don't they? Once you've got it.
Yeah, it never leaves.
It never leaves, exactly. What about your coach now, Alan Connell? What about what he's done and how he's improved everything?
Nah, he's a great coach, Al. Like, obviously he was the under-18s coach before this when I was under 16, and yeah, I've always loved working under Al. He's a great coach and also a great person as well. Like, he's always there if you ever want to chat or anything like that. He's top coach.
Positive as well, isn't he? He's got that.
Yeah,
tell
definitely.
from interviews his positivity.
He's got a great balance, I think. Like, he knows when a player needs a bit of a kick up the backside, I think, and then also knows when the time is to be positive and, you know, try and give confidence to the player if they're struggling or something like that. So he's got a really good balance in that sense.
Yeah, that's what you need, isn't it? Really, especially at this level. Yeah.
And Tom's great as well. Tom Perdomo. He's a bit of a joker sometimes, but then again, he's got great balance and he knows when it's time to be serious. And he's a very good coach as well. Really like working under both of them.
What about going into games like this? Are they generally calm? I mean, Alan Connell looked pretty calm down on the touchline.
I think they know this group of players really well. Like, they know what works, what doesn't. I think the key for this game was not trying to make it too big of a game, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to put too much pressure on the boys and just stay relaxed and act like it was almost a normal game, because we know, like, we've got the quality, we've got the mentality that if we can beat anyone, I think, especially when we're on it. And like I said, the mentality's there, which by the looks of it so far it is. So
here's Donovan O looking to respond. In his mind, he was thinking top corner, left-hand side, but didn't quite go that way.
But he's definitely a danger man, that Donovan. I think he's very good.
He wasn't involved in the squad last game. He starts today. And he does, as you say, look like the danger man for Brentford. Didn't get the shot away he wanted there, though. He was trying to aim it for the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, didn't catch it quite how he wanted it.
So the 4-3 win for Bournemouth against Burnley then. It was an early goal for Burnley. It went 4-1. Clark restotting a Douajay on the score sheet after an own goal. 2 late goals for Burnley, but I suppose that is another task, isn't it? To try and get through when you're under the cosh, and Burnley scored 2 late goals to get the job done.
It was a bit of a nervy ending, I think, but got the job done in the end, which is all that matters, really.
Yeah, did the job. Here's Riley Owen. Nothing to separate these two in the league as well. Finished with the same number of points in the South League, but Bournemouth with a better goal difference of 11. Here are the Professional Development League National Final this evening with Essex.
I think that's soft.
Looked it, didn't it? Stevenson goes to ground. Can't get past that Resolute Cherries defence. Back to Riley Owen. Here's Aya. Out to Donovan. Benjamin Frederick with the pass. Could be problems here.
Brilliant run.
Yep. Reece Dawson just had to get there, didn't he? Just got enough to it. Should be McKenna's. Oh. Again, nervy times. Good to see the sun come out, which we didn't quite expect 35 minutes ago.
No, not at all. Sure they'll love it on the pitch as well.
Yeah, much better conditions. Foul from Akinbone there. Dealt with there from the captain, Matt Kinsey. I've seen that you do courses as well while you're playing as well. I saw you did a course equivalent to 3A levels, is that right?
Yeah, when during our scholarship, we used to go to Brockenhurst College once a week and get that qualification done, which was obviously helpful for whatever, if football doesn't work out potentially in the future, it can always be useful in that sense. And it was interesting as well. Like I did enjoy it. Got to learn about lots of different things, like learning about the body, all that kind of stuff, which again will help in football no matter what, really.
Yeah, it's so important, isn't it? I'll come back to that in a second. As Brentford in possession with Frederick. Yeah, so it's like having that as a backup is so vital, isn't it? To have that and not just all your eggs in one basket. Yeah,
like football is such a tough industry to become full time and do it as a professional job. So having backup with education is obviously always going to be important. And the club are really key on it as well. Like they're very education almost first sometimes. Like you want to make sure you get your schoolwork done in order to play and things like that, which has helped us all and benefited us all.
Yeah, that's huge, isn't it? As Bournemouth now could take advantage again. Well blocked there from Rose as Ashley Clark ran in. Here's Sadie. Opens up and, well, Winterburn's shot. Really good block there from Ben Winterburn's effort. Putting some good blocks, Brentford, tonight.
Yeah, they have. Last minute defender's been very good.
Comes back to William. Who plays it back to the centre circle. Max Kinsey. There is Akinbone. 319 caps for USA as well, the defender. He's only 18, doesn't look it, does he really?
No.
Number of European clubs were tracking him.
Yeah, no, he's very physical for an 18-year-old.
We've only got just over 5 minutes to half-time as well. Let's have another look at that chance. It was a good pass as well, wasn't it, there from Aduaje in the first place. And
he's got to try and lift it over him, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe go under him.
Reggie Rose is straight out of his 6-yard box. He's now just on the floor as well, receiving some treatment, Reggie Rose. He's back in the side from last time when Julian Eystone, the American goalkeeper, was a starter for the semi-final. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, though. Chance to regroup for the last 5 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, no, it'll be good for us, actually. Just out to talk to the boys and make sure we keep tight for the last 5 minutes. Don't let them have anything.
It's Development League National Final going Bournemouth's way so far. Aduaje with a goal. Another one to his tally. I it's flowed the game generally, hasn't it? We've just had that bit of stoppage and the one after 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, I think it's a very good game. Both teams creating lots of good chances.
It was Benjamin Arthur.
Great ball. Great tackle.
Yeah, had to time that well, didn't he?
Yeah, brilliant tackle from Harold.
Yeah. Harold William, a player who signed a long-term contract in November, joining after his release from Charlton. He looks like a player who's just getting better and better as well as the months are going on.
He's still young as well. Like, he's only a second-year scholar, which is quite incredible to think, really, that he's played almost. I think must have played almost every game for the 21s this year, and he's been probably, I'd say, one of our best performers. He's been very, very good. Shown it there as well. His defending's
strong,
composed,
isn't it?
Yeah, Howard's very strong. Very good on the ball as well.
Cool and calm as McKenna there gives it away.
Great tackle again.
There he is again, though, William. But I'm not sure about that one if you look back. Not sure about that one at all.
No.
So he's getting his teammates out of trouble, it looks like, from here. Be interesting to watch that one again.
I thought he won the ball. Might have got the man as well, but...
Another look at that one. Did follow up and did get the man after. But again, he's been in all action tonight. And Bournemouth have a 1-0 lead with 3 minutes to half-time of normal time here in the first half. How good would it be, though, if you go into the summer, 15 games and 15 wins? That's quite something to go into the summer with.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Which is a big if Cherries get the job done tonight.
That would be an amazing achievement.
Oh, what a save from McKenna. And still bobbles around, and he did well. Really well there. Close to him as well in the 6-yard box. It was about 4 yards out, you'd say.
Yeah,
really
it was
good
a great
save.
save. And that's what I was talking about. Their threat from set pieces. Something they've been working on. Got a free header there, but again, Cal makes a great save to keep us in it.
Yeah, McKenna's having another look at that one again. Well, it was Aya who leapt up as well. It was Aya with the header. McKenna with a save. His best save of the game so far. There's Aya with a clearance. Donovan. Stevenson. Harris heads clear. Back to Christoph Aya. Nowhere to go. There's William again. No nonsense clearance. Long old campaign as well. Everyone must be looking forward to this break coming up, whatever happens here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a long season for everyone, I think. Been a tough one as well. Like you said, I think to go on the run that we've been on, it shows a big physical effort's been put in from all the boys. So I think everyone's looking forward to a nice rest, but obviously got a job to get done here first.
Now here's Clark. Sadie.
Great pass.
It was. Now here is Silcott Dewberry now for Bournemouth. Kinsey. Brentford want to make a change here as well just before half time.
Wow.
Might be they have to do it at half time if things carry on as they are. Ball yet to go out of play. A play from Silcott Dewberry.
Seems a bit of a weird one bringing a sub on 30 seconds before half time.
Yeah, well, you imagine there's a knock somewhere. They might not get time before the break. Especially when there's seconds remaining.
Yeah. Who knows?
There's Kinsey. Reece Dotton with the pass. Here's Sadie. Oh, would have been a good time to score just before half time.
Striker.
Ashley Hay.
Maybe from that one in the first few
coming
seconds.
off. It feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah, coming off. So that injury. Olakigbe is coming on. Michael Olakigbe, the substitute. But he's going to come on and the referee's probably going to blow his whistle.
Yep.
For half time. So they're getting that one, making sure they get that one done before the interval. But as we're going to see the goals and, well, the one goal and the best of the chances at half time. Charlie Osborne with me in the commentary box. And Charlie, I think generally Alan Connell will be happy with what he's seen so far.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like I was saying before earlier, Brentford is such a good side, so it's going to half time 1-0 up. I think Al will be very happy.
Could be
and
even
played
2-0.
well as well.
Yeah.
Not giving them too much. Brilliant.
Really something to build on, isn't it? Second half.
Definitely. Take good momentum as well. We've had a good spell the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. Keeping the ball up to that point. The old commentator's curse there.
Unlucky.
There we go. That is it for half time. The Cherries have the lead. It had to be that man, Aduaje, with his 25th goal of the season in the Net Development League. Scored a couple as well for Carlisle in League Two earlier on this season. But so far so good for Bournemouth. Good pressure, good finish, and that man has given the Cherries a 1-0 lead. At the moment holding on to that clean sheet. It's quite rare for it to be 1-0 at half time though, Charlie. We want to see more goals than this, but you'll take a 1-0 at full time.
Yeah, of course, 100%. I think any result, as long as we win at full time, everyone will be very happy.
And a deserved lead so far for the Cherries on the whole. Brentford have had their opportunities too. Let's have a look now then at the best of the action, including the goal that got Bournemouth away. And at that point it had been pretty end-to-end. But Bournemouth had had 4 or 5 good opportunities up to that stage. And just looking back at that goal, again, it was a really well-taken finish in the end. Tucked it away
brilliant.
nicely.
Yeah, really good from Matai as well, stepping in to win that almost a 50-50. Great pass as well. And then, like we said, give Dan half a chance and he'll take it and score.
Brave play. Yeah, it was brave play from him, wasn't it? For sure.
Definitely.
Now they enjoyed that one. The Cherries a goal to the good. And really, I was quite impressed, Charlie, with how Bournemouth have responded sort of 5-10 minutes after. They didn't panic. They dealt with things pretty well.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's very key, I think, after a goal. Keeping composed, not giving the other team a little chance. Keep composure, not keeping the ball, keeping control of the game. This was a great chance as well.
Yeah, this was an opportunity. And again, Aduaje this time looking to turn provider to Ashley Clark, who, as you said, has set up a few goals himself. Looking there to once again get on the score sheet, and it fell back to Winterburn. And not for the first time, Brentford blocking shots really well.
No, they've made some very, very good blocks. Good save from the keeper, to be fair.
So that would have made things even more comfortable for the Cherries. They would have been in a really commanding position. But let's have a look at this. It was said before, good from set pieces. You've been working on that this week.
It's a great save.
Force McKenna just before half-time into a really good save there.
No, it's a brilliant save. Good header, to be fair.
Yeah.
But again, like we said, great save from Carl.
So high with the header. We will be back for this live stream in the second half in just over 10 minutes' time. But at the moment, in this professional development national final, it's so far so good, as we're going to move you away to the big screen in a second for an announcement as well to show you. So an announcement coming soon, and we'll be back in the second half in just over 10 minutes' time. Half-time at Vitality Stadium. It is Bournemouth 1, Brentford 0.
Now, what's been a fantastic season here at AFC Bournemouth for the men's, the women's and the academy teams. On such an historic night tonight, we are very proud to announce a brand new documentary, The Pathway, which is coming very shortly, detailing the ins and outs of the academy at AFC Bournemouth and the exciting future. Let's take a look.
Behind every Premier League club lies an academy, a relentless machine built to develop the next generation of footballers. Each week, hundreds of young people will train here on the south coast, all with the common goal of a career in the professional game. For the first time ever, we take you inside the beating heart of AFC Bournemouth's academy, following the highs, the heartbreaks, and the sacrifices it takes to succeed. These are the pathways being built, with the aim to produce the next breakthrough name. Always advancing, never retreating. Welcome inside the AFC Bournemouth Academy. Watch the full series on AFCB TV and YouTube.
Fantastic. Now I'm delighted to be joined by Academy Manager Sam Gisborne. Sam, hello. First of all, a club national playoff final here tonight. What does that mean for the development squad and the future for AFC Bournemouth?
Yeah, no, it's great, to be honest. Like, it's our second season of Cat 2, so these are the sort of games that we want to be involved in. We've got the whole academy here tonight watching, supporting the team, so it's nice for them to see the development squad play as well. So yeah, it's an unbelievable opportunity for us.
And as I mentioned, obviously the new documentary, The Pathway, coming up. What do the fans expect to see in this exciting documentary?
Just a little bit of behind the scenes of how we work, what we do, what we're about. There's been loads and loads of good work before me, like Joe Roach, and what he produced in the academy has been unbelievable. So it will just give a little bit of an insight as to how we work and what we do.
Fantastic. And then at the moment we're a Cat 2 club. There's plans obviously to be a Cat 1 club. What's sort of the plans to do that, and how quickly could that be?
You're after an exclusive, is what you're telling me. We will apply for Cat 1 next year. We'll go for it. We'll see what happens. The plan is to be Category 1 from the 26-27 season. But we've got to go through the process. It's a year-long process. We'll see how the audit goes.
Fantastic. Well, look, all pleased to watch this fantastic documentary. But for now, Mr. Sam Gisborne, thank you very much.
So far so good for AFC Bournemouth, who lead by a goal to nil. Adu Ajayi with the goal. The goal machine himself, the top goal scorer in the Development League. And here in the national final, Bournemouth are 45 minutes away from silverware. Can they get the job done? They are against the Brentford side, though, who are very impressive. They've got some great players. Let's see what the second half can bring. I'm Ian Wilding for this live stream here with Essets, with Charlie Osborne, Bournemouth midfielder. Charlie, a case of same again second half, but maybe raising it even more so to try and get that job done second half.
Yeah, I think they'll have to. I think Brentford will come out flying this start of the second half, so I think it's just a matter of controlling that pressure that they bring, and like I said before, just not giving them a little chance, just because with their quality, I'm sure if you give them too many, they'll take it. So hopefully we can control that.
A bit of a false start, so we'll try again. But for Brentford, they had their eyes on 2 pieces of silverware a week ago when they went into the Premier League Cup. They ended up losing in the final to Queen's Park Rangers last week, but a great achievement for them to get there, and here they are in the Development League National Final as well. And the Cherries did really well last season and ended the campaign with a really good 6-0 win over Crewe Alexandra. Just missing out on those playoffs.
Yeah, that was a big game actually. I think we needed like some crazy scoreline to get the playoffs. Like literally, I think we might have had to win like 10-0 or something like that. So almost did it, but it was a bit of a stretch.
It seemed like it was never going to happen, and it was something like 6-0 after 38 minutes or something,
Yeah,
wasn't
I know,
it?
and we kind of took our foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, incredible game that was. Early chance of Brentford. Here's Yogan. Yogan, who was kept relatively quiet in the first half. I'm sure he'll have more of the ball in the second. Remy Rees-Dottin there with the clearance. Who made his debut, Rees-Dottin as well, talking about playing in the senior side at Newcastle, coming off the bench in that 4-1 win in January. What a fantastic result that was.
Yeah, it was a brilliant result. Great achievement for Remy as well.
Yeah. It's just a great scenario for him, isn't it, to come on that situation when you're 4-1 up at St James's Park.
Yeah.
Just to soak it all up, really.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, we got to play there in the Youth Cup last year as well. Obviously, nowhere near as many fans, so would have been a great experience for him.
What was that like, though, going there? That must have been quite some going.
Yeah, it was amazing. Obviously, a massive stadium with so much history as well. And to get the result we did, it was incredible.
This time it's headed behind from Harold William. How much do you enjoy that as well? You know, the trips up north and the bonding exercises.
Yeah,
go with it.
I really enjoy it. I think it's good. Like you said, the bonding, like the travelling up there, staying over the night before, it gives us all a good chance to, as you say, bond well together. And then different activities we do as well. Good hands.
Well out there from McKenna. What kind of activities is it? What, just things you do on the coach? I suppose
yeah,
you have a
all
chance
sorts,
when you
just
get
like
up there. Yeah.
On the coach out, we'll play card games, things like that. And then even unrelated to the travelling, like we'll just go out on days out. And I think that's why we've been so good this whole season. Like we got such a good close group. Everyone's all very good friends and things like that, and we'll always go out and do stuff outside of football, which I think is really important. And I think that shows on the pitch, like the chemistry we've got as a team.
That's huge as a club, isn't it? Because I know the senior side have a few players meet up. Is it the coffee club? Anyone's invited?
Yeah,
anyone can join
that
up
online as well.
Swung in there this time, chipped in from Rees-Dottin. Can't be underestimated that, though, can it? The extra points it gets you throughout the season.
Yeah, definitely.
That team spirit. One back there from William. Noah Bhutan back on the substitutes bench for Bournemouth today as well, having that enjoyable loan spell at Eastleigh. Did well.
Yeah, he did very well. It's been good to have him back around in training. He's a big character within the squad, so it's nice having him back on the bench as well.
Well, it comes to Aduajay. Started the Development League as well this season with a 2-0 win at home to Hull and then a 3-0 loss at Peterborough. But a good way to start the campaign. Seems a long way ago that does now, back in, was it August time?
Yeah, a very long time ago.
And it all concludes today, one way or another. Just a reminder, this will be concluded, even if it goes to extra time or penalties. Still seems like a big possibility, that one, but another goal for Bournemouth, and that would seem like that's a lot further away.
Yeah, I think that give us some good security. Another goal.
Somebody is lifting the trophy tonight, one way or another. So Brentford, who made that one change literally just before half-time. Whoops. There he goes. Ewan Morgan. That's one for the bloopers there at the end of the season. Yeah. There, he kind of, it's like Del Boy getting up from the bar. He got up without really making out like he hadn't just fallen over there. Terrific stuff. Kept his cool there. Now, he might be in the box as well to try and get something.
Great
really
block.
well blocked in the end. I think it was Kinsey, wasn't it, with a block?
Yeah, great block from Max.
Brilliant play. I think his teammates will be going on about that on the way home, the fall over the advertising boards there. I'm sure they won't let him.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't. I think it might depend on the result, though. It might depend on the atmosphere in the bus.
Yeah, it might take him a few days if they don't get the result. 1-0 to the Cherries. And here it is again. Yes. Incredible stuff. Here he is, though. Oh, and it ends up in the back of the net. And it is Ewan Morgan with the strike. Takes a deflection along the way. I think he's going to claim it. I think it might have come off Cherry's foot from the shot in the first place. Yeah, but Ewan Morgan's there with a strike, and it's all back to all square, 1-1.
That's that threat from set pieces again.
Well, he recovered well from that fall 90 seconds later, and he's gone with a strike, which has made it 1-1.
Just switched off a little bit.
Yeah. Let's have another look at that one again. It was Ethan Brierley with the assist. It was a good assist, wasn't it? But there was Harold William on the line just trying to get the clearance.
That's not what we wanted the first 10 minutes.
No. Back to all square. Because the Cherries were starting to look pretty much in control at times, weren't they, in the first half? Certainly towards the end of the first half. But now it's all got it all to do once more.
Good pressure from Zane.
Yeah, did well. It was the pressure, wasn't it, that got Bournemouth the goal that gave them the lead in the first place. Bournemouth winning 21 out of their 31 league games. Here's Winterburn. Different kind of picture on the game now, isn't it? It's going to be interesting to see how the next 5-10 minutes goes.
Yeah, whole game's different now.
There's Zilkot Dubry. Sadie. Ashley Clark just can't quite bring it under control. Imagine now maybe some of the passes might be a little bit more
Yeah, I just
tense at times.
don't think we need to panic. I think we just need to stay calm and just keep playing our game, and I'm sure we'll be able to get back into it.
Thought this game was going to be tight tonight. That's how it's proving so far. Just kept in play for Maya. Chips it to Yogan, who actually was on loan at Exeter City, playing 19 games in the second part of the season. Then he goes back out to the right-hand side, and Ole Kigbe wins Brentford a corner. And I think they're going to be playing with a bit of a spring in their step now, the away side.
Yeah.
They're in the national final. And here's again the substitute. There's Riley Owen. If that does get credited to Ewan Morgan, that's an 18th goal for him. William was there though, trying to clear the ball, got the last touch. Oh, and what a strike that is as well.
Wow.
A wonderful Maisie run, a fantastic strike from the man who's caused all sorts of problems tonight. And Ramal Donovan, from 1-0 down, 2 goals in the space of a few minutes, and the Bees have turned this around.
Yeah, it's a great goal.
No one's saving that, are they? He hit that so true.
Yeah, it's a great goal.
Wow. Unbelievable stuff there from him. What a strike. Didn't really see this coming last few minutes, but credit to Brentford, the way they've come back and really responded well since half-time.
Yeah. I think the two midfielders from Brentford and been really good on the ball, and I think he just nicked it there and then slid him through, and it's a great finish.
He was saying in the first half how much he's sort of impressed you as well, hasn't he? And now he's got the finish to boot.
Yeah, no, he's been a big threat. I remember we played him last year. He was at Birmingham, and when we played them away, and he was a massive threat then as well. And he's just shown then why. Such a key player for them. It's not a foul.
Well, they're starting to go Brentford's way now, isn't it? And now it feels like the goals are really starting to fly in, aren't they now, too, for Brentford?
Yeah, just need to stay composed.
Yeah. It's also an unusual position for Bournemouth to be in. I know they were 1-0 down against Burnley early last time, but don't often go behind. Not certainly the last few months anyway.
No.
That's how they respond. But you get the feeling this is not going to be the last of the goals tonight.
No, I don't think so.
Plucked out a lot of players from sometimes lower leagues, Brentford, and it's a real mixed bag of players that they've signed from different clubs. Some real quality there, though.
Yeah, they've got a very, very good team.
Having Neil McFarlane there as head coach, having had that experience in non-league as Kidderminster boss as well, has probably got something to do with it. He was also first team coach at MK Dons as well for a while. Yogan, who was part of the Sheffield Wednesday Academy, Brentford's number 7 on that left-hand side, but only as far as Kinsey. Stevenson with a header. This could be dangerous though. Oh, just gets away from him in the end, Ashley Clark. Reece Dottin.
Great touch.
Oh, and it's just a whisker away in the end. Does go out for a corner. It does come off the foot of Benjamin Arthur.
Brilliant football though.
We've seen that a few times, haven't we, from the Cherries? Just when it comes together, it comes together.
Yeah, it's just that last little bit now. It's unlucky, it's good effort.
Yeah, whisker away in the end. Dominic Sadie's caused some problems tonight. And then Harris with a header. Reggie Rose again, he's made 2 or 3 good saves. That's right up there, that one. Bournemouth always going to be a threat though, aren't they, this last half an hour, for sure.
Yeah, of course. I think that's good with us as well. We've got a good variety of how we can create chances, set pieces or open play. We've shown just then.
Yeah, hopefully they can build on this here now as well, the Cherries. Oh, and it could end up in the back of the net, it does. Spilled that time from Reggie Rose after making such a good save a second ago. And this really one does come to life here for Bournemouth. And now they're back on track. And I think it looks like it was Kinsey, didn't it, with the final touch? It was a real scramble in there. Literally could have come off anybody.
Is it Harold?
Yeah, Kinsey was the one celebrating, but it could well have been Harold William with the touch, who was there with the touch. It is Harold William. Just about. I mean, he was there with a touch off his knee, and Harold William was there to make sure it was 2-2. Well, that's what you call a scrappy goal, but Bournemouth won't mind one bit.
Nah, they won't mind at all. Back in the game now.
Yeah. He goes to the book as well, so that first yellow card. But, I mean, that was just what the Cherries needed there. Because the longer the game goes on, the more that game management for Brentford would be more and more difficult, wouldn't it? 2-2 it is. Well, look at him go here, and he's still got the ball. He might finish it well. I mean, the run he made there, Harold William, was fantastic. Not sure what's happened here since half-time, but it's really sprung to life.
Yeah, no, it has.
Wouldn't really want to predict at the moment which way it's going to go.
No, it'd be a tough one to call.
Heading for extra time as things stand, but as I say, I don't think you'd be surprised also if it finishes 2-2. Header there from William. Here's Owen. Well, the kick base looked dangerous, doesn't he, on that right-hand side?
Quick.
So it's Harris who brought him down. All to play for here in this Development League national final.
Great block.
Oh, good block again. Comes back again to Ewan Morgan.
Great feet.
Oh, good play. Did well there. Not for the first time either, was it, from Dominic Sadie there? Good close control.
Yeah, it's brilliant feet from Dom. Feet.
Thinking about having a go, and he will have a go, and just couldn't quite get. He might have taken a slight bobble along the way there. Silkut Dewberry.
It's a good chance.
Wasn't he? He did well to put himself in that position. So that Winterburn's coming off. How impressed have you been with his shift today that he's put in?
Yeah,
Charlie?
brilliant. I mean, you know what we're going to get from Nigel all the time. Going to work hard. I think obviously travelled for the game yesterday, so maybe just saving him a little bit.
But not a bad sub to bring on as well. Toure Williams coming on into the action.
Yeah, Tore's a great player. Hopefully he can get on the ball and dictate the game. That's what he does best.
And if he ever does get into international level, he's got quite a few countries to choose. About 6 countries he can choose from.
Does he?
So if you knew that one, he's qualified for
Himself.
Pakistan, England, Jamaica, Trinidad and Republic of Ireland, which is all to choose from there. That's quite some going, that.
Yeah.
Here's Benjamin Arthur. Yogan. He's having a bit more with the ball second half. Oh, what a chance that was. Well, you just get the feeling if that was Ewan Morgan, that's 3-2. But it fell to the winger. And I don't think he can quite believe what's just happened.
No, brilliant play from the left winger as well to get round Harold and put in a great ball. Just there unmarked.
Wow. No one near him at all, was there?
No.
Somehow Ola Kigbase put it over. He's quite casual about it, wasn't it? It was almost like he wasn't quite expecting it to come to him just like it did. Huge chance. We made the Cherry second half performance then, Charlie, so far as we go halfway through the second half.
Yeah, I think probably didn't start off just how we wanted to. Obviously conceding in the first 7 minutes after half time, I think it was. But then I think the reaction to that has been really good. We've grown into the game a lot more now. It's starting to get a little bit more control, create a few more chances. Get another one here. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, nearly. Very nearly found Ashley Clark. Could be going the distance here. Well, Brentford closed their academy in 2016. They reopened it again 6 years later after promotion to the Premier League. And they're on the attack now. Ewan Morgan wants it. It is out of play. What's a relief there for Cherries?
Yeah, that was like a 2-on-2 there if you got through.
He's got the card out again there, the referee, and the yellow card.
Yeah, I think he just kicked the ball away.
Yeah, looked like it was
Bit
a yellow
frustrated.
for Donovan there, wasn't it? So he's gone into the book. Yeah, that's all that is, isn't it? Frustration with 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think he recognised what a good chance it would have been as well if it stayed in play. So just let the frustration out a little bit.
Yeah, it would have been, wouldn't it? Here's Briley. Finds Owen. Benjamin Frederick's pass. Oh, as McKenna gets touch to it. Yeah, did well. Another cross. Tell you what, though, Tony Yogan is causing loads of problems now on that left-hand side.
Putting a few nice crosses.
19 years of age. Croydon-born winger. As I mentioned earlier, that spell at Exeter would have done in the world of good, playing nearly half the season. Playing in most of their games as well since January.
Good block again from Harold.
Yeah, Harold Williams there with a block from the shot from Ola Kigbe. They'll try again. A goal kick. So do you think there might be another loan move possible for next season, or do you think you're going to be here with the kind of, I suppose it's difficult for you to know at the moment. But
yeah, it's hard to say. I'm not too sure. I think either way, I just need to hopefully get a good run of games under my belt, because it's been a bit of a patchy year in terms of games this year for me. I've not played too many, been a bit inconsistent, so I think wherever I can get a good run of games will be good for me. Unlucky.
Yeah, Ashley Clark there with a strike. And I suppose, I know it's not an easy one to answer, but when you went over to Austria,
yeah,
and the side that you played for in that level,
yeah,
what kind of league in England would you kind of compare that to? Or was it a difficult one to compare it to?
It's hard to compare. I think it was obviously a good level. Like, it was the first league in Austria, European country, with some big teams as well. Like, you got not Leipzig, sorry, Salzburg, Sturm Graz, Lask. Like, there's good teams in the league. I think it's normally compared to sort of League One Championship level, I think.
It's a good level then.
Yeah, it was a good level. Like, standard of training was really high, so it was a good challenge for me.
Kept it in play brilliantly. Oh, I thought that was heading in. Aduajay.
Archie did really well there.
He did brilliantly to keep it in play. How he kept it in play, I don't know, down that left-hand side. A whisker away, wasn't it? A whisker.
Very close from down.
Yeah, there's some good clubs there then. It's a good standard. But let's
look
at that one again. That was very, very close. Goalkeeper scrambling there, Reggie Rose. Some big stadiums there as well.
Yeah, no, there was.
Yeah, quite an experience, that one, I'd imagine.
No, it was a very good experience. Definitely one that I think will help me in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. That's a big move for sure, as Stevenson goes to the left-hand side. Here's Yogan. Tries to beat William. It's quite late to signal there, the referee, but he does want to signal eventually.
He was thinking about it, wasn't he?
He was. Last 15 minutes, which suggests now that one way or another there's going to be drama now.
Yeah.
With this last 15-minute goal, extra time or penalties.
Don't think we need to panic though. I think we just need to keep playing our game, like I said before. Just don't force anything. Just wait for an opportunity.
Yeah, weather this storm as well, isn't it? It's a good spell here from Brentford.
Yeah.
Hopefully, once they've done that, fingers crossed. Well
Good
dealt with
clearance.
there. The flag does go up.
Brilliant from Max.
Yeah, that's what he's good at there, isn't he? Or one of his many strengths.
Yeah, his aerial ability is definitely one of his strengths, I think.
Cleared from Akinbone. O'Connell and the Cherries coaching staff. The last quarter of an hour to try and carve something out here. Still got it, hasn't he, Donovan? Stevenson. Didn't quite get it right there, though, did he, old Tony Yogan?
No, not quite.
So 8-1 Bournemouth beat Brentford then earlier in the season. 2-2 it is currently. Inches away Bournemouth were a couple of minutes ago there from Aduajai looking for his brace. They might get another chance here now though. Comes out to Reece Dottin. Zilkot Dubry. Oh, couldn't quite.
Good turn from the defender there.
Now Donovan's away again. He scored a brilliant goal to make it 2-1. He might provide an assist. The flag goes up and it was a poor finish anyway, and Ewan Morgan will probably be quite relieved about the flag.
Yeah, didn't strike it quite how he wanted it, I think. Good defender from Max though, just to delay Donovan a little bit and force it out wide. And obviously cause the offside as well.
You can tell though, can't you? It's really starting to open up now, both ends of the pitch. Neither side want extra time particularly.
No, I don't think so. I think both sides will want to get it done in 90. It's quite natural for the game to open up a little bit now with the last 10 minutes. The game as tight as it is.
Yeah, it's really starting to get stretched. Anyone in the team that you're particularly close with, Charlie? Or was it kind of, as you say earlier, about just a general team spirit?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a whole team, I think we're all just very close. I think I wouldn't say there's anyone really. I think is in a one-on-one really close friendship type thing. I think we've got lots of different groups, but then as a collective as well, we're all very tight. I think, which is nice, and it's good to be around the training ground, especially now. For example, with the new training ground, we've got different activities like even things like table tennis and stuff like that. We've got a big group of us that like to play that. Which again, just go on, Zane.
Yeah, it's a God, look at this from Zilkot Dubry. Well, that wasn't far off either, was it? And he had some space to pull the trigger there. Real chance there, and that's another example of this game really opening up, as Riley Owen needs some treatment down there as well on the touchline. Let's have another look at that one again. That was from distance.
close.
God. Fine margins there. Who's the table tennis champion? Anybody?
Oh, that's a very big argument we have almost every day, I think. I think, it's tough to say, I think Max, who's playing right now, is probably top dog at the moment.
Yeah.
But I think Bowerage as well, he's not in the squad today, unfortunately. I think he's definitely the best, I'd say. But for some reason, Daniel thinks he's got a say in the top.
Yeah, I bet they'll never come to that conclusion who actually is the best.
No, I don't think we will.
It'll certainly vary. So here's that goal again for Bournemouth. It came off William for the last touch.
Yeah.
And Reggie Rose, he made such a brilliant save 30 seconds before.
But credit to Howard for being there when the ball drops. Just knock it in.
Yeah, right place, right time. Evenly poised then, last 10. So, Remy Rees-Dottin's coming off, and on is coming Michael da Costa Gonzalez as well. Again, great shift that Remy Rees-Dottin's put in.
Yeah, brilliant. Done very well. I think in games like this, sometimes it's not always the glamorous side of football, as they say. I think he's done the ugly side of it well as well, getting back and helping defend, working hard, which is something Remy will always do. And then he's also shown his quality on the ball. Hopefully Michael can come on and have a good impact.
Been at the club now since he was 11. We have to get it out there again about every time he plays. I bring up the old stats. Neil Perrott to credit for this one about when he was involved in a moped accident when he was a child. And his favoured foot changed as a result.
Oh, really?
If you knew that one?
I did not know either.
He's kept that one quiet then. He hasn't mentioned that too often. Well, that was a quick yellow card. Getting on with it there for, I think, Akinboni there with a challenge. I think that was the quickest yellow card I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Getting the ball, keeping the
Quick
game
restart,
going.
wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Sadie leaves it. Here is Dominic Sadie. Riley Owen. Morgan. Good kick by again with a cross. He had that brilliant chance. You'd say it's been Brentford's best chance to go 3-2 up.
Yeah, it was a very
few
good
minutes
chance.
ago, wasn't it, when he just came off his head. Free header. It's one, if you don't win in such a big game like this,
It's definitely something to look back on.
Yeah, for a long time. Tony Yogan now. Tommy's on the ball. It looks like he's going to do something. Yogan's cross. Tell you what, that was a good ball as well, wasn't it? There's no one there to attack
Playing
it.
some very good crosses actually in the second half.
Stevenson clears it. See why he's so highly thought of. I To be fair to Brentford, they've responded well since the break, haven't they?
Yeah, no, they have. I thought they'd come out with a good reaction as well, and they've shown it. But I think we've rode it well a little bit.
Stepped it up a level, haven't they?
Yeah,
there
no,
he is
they
again.
have.
Matt Kinsey again with a header.
Yeah, he's been very good in the air today.
Morgan to Briley. Briley again, the captain with a cross. Ayers header. Oh, and somehow it stays out off the woodwork. Well, it felt like that was going towards goal, and it was going towards goal at slow motion. Here's Ayer. But Josh Stevenson's strike. Well,
Close that.
how close that was, wasn't it?
Good reaction from Cal though to clear it off the line again.
Yeah, especially when it takes such a wicked deflection at such slow motion. Here's again with a good ball,
Great
taking
ball
his
again.
man on again. All sorts of problems second half. Ola Kigbe. He had a great strike in the first half, or early on in the second half, I should say there, Donovan, but didn't have a chance to shoot there. Stevenson. This could be going in. Oh, it is going in. It's a wonderful, wonderful strike from Tony Yogan. And you have to say the way he's been playing, you felt something like that was happening from him.
Yeah.
As soon as he hit it, you just knew it was heading for the top corner. And it might just be Brentford. It might be their night tonight in the national final.
I mean, there's been two incredible goals. What a
There
finish
haven't
that
there?
is.
McKenna there gets away from him. It's a brilliant strike.
Yeah, it's incredible finish. It's not over yet though. Needs to keep playing. Just not get frustrated. I'm sure a chance will come.
Difficult to know how many minutes of stoppage time. We don't often see the
Yeah.
ball, do we, at the development
No.
go up. So we might have maybe 5 minutes, perhaps, you'd
Yeah,
guess. Hazard a guess?
I think so.
5
Been
or
a-
6?
Gone down a couple of times, haven't they? The Brentford players, I think.
Yeah. Oh, 3 minutes. It's heartbreak for the Cherries, having done so well this season, the last 15 games. But, as you say, it's not over.
No.
Could easily be another twist in the tail in this one. Here's Silcott Dewberry. This could be an equaliser if they can get an opportunity and get a shot away. Clark, couldn't quite.
Ooh.
Oh, referee shaking his head. And Clark there. Well, they responded very well a minute ago, well, early on in the second half to make it 2-2. And they just got a ball into the mixer. Also a penalty there from the crowd. Tell you what, you've seen him give it for sure, haven't you?
Not got the ball, has he? He's just
No.
difficult one for the referee, I think, though.
Yeah, he was.
It's definitely.
He was adamant, wasn't he? Shaking his head,
Yeah.
but wasn't interested. I think the fact they both went down as well together,
Yeah, it's.
both down injured, or I think he could have got lucky there, though, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Brentford defender might have played it well, staying down as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good, yeah, absolutely so. Johnny Stuttle's coming on. Noah Bhutan's also coming on. So Bhutan is coming on for Ashley Clark. Had a really successful spell at Eastleigh as well, played a lot of the games. So Johnny Stuttle is coming on, off is gone Akinboni. He knows where the back of it is though, Johnny Stuttle, doesn't he? He's had some couple of good non-league loan moves. Again, kind of a bit of a throwback, isn't it, the way he plays?
Yeah, he's classic old school striker, I think, so hopefully he'll get a chance.
7 minutes, still plenty of time for Bournemouth to find that equaliser. 7 minutes. The foul there on Ramal Donovan. Long time, 7 minutes. That'll feel like an eternity to Brentford as well.
Yeah, just don't want to give them a chance to go down for any fouls like that.
No.
I'm sure they'll make the most of it.
They'll play right into their hands, won't it? A foul there from Sadie. Briley's assist. Oh, and there. Flag does go up. Unfortunately, when you're Bournemouth, that minute goes pretty quickly too, doesn't it? Already into the second.
I know.
Oh, well. Referee saying a play advantage there. Ball. This is a great ball. This is a chance to equalise here. Oh, no. Oh. I think that was Bhutan as well, running in. What an opportunity. As soon as he put it over the goalkeeper, you think that's it. What a chance. And what a brilliant run in the first place. It was a lovely through ball. It was perfect, wasn't it? Did all the hard work.
I think number 11's got away with one though. I think number 11's been booked already. Definitely a challenge on Harold.
Yeah, Donovan got it booked earlier, didn't he, for kicking the ball away about 15-20 minutes ago. You just hope that's not the last big chance of Bournemouth, don't you now?
It's a really
huge
big
opportunity from Bhutan. Him bursting through as well, and that will no time to get up. I was going to say that was going to play into their hands again, but the referee wasn't interested in that. He is letting things go sometimes. He's booking players, but also letting things go when you don't expect him to. Still plenty of time, 7 minutes of added time here in this Professional Development League National Final, this stream with Essex. And with Charlie Osborne, the Bournemouth midfielder, and Connell looking on. Can his side produce one last chance and take it to extra time? It's going to be a great experience for both sets of players here, though, isn't it? Both sides, how to deal with playing in finals like this.
Yeah.
The way the game's going, it's not over yet at all.
No.
There is Noah Bhutan again with a good run.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, again, fouls are going in, and the referee's just allowing it all to carry on.
No.
it feels. They'll still come forward though, they'll still pressure. This Brentford defence up to Bhutan. He can't quite get control of it. Oh, can't get the shot away. Oh, and then, well, Zane Silcock-Dubry, not for the first time, has had a shot from distance there.
Great strike.
And Reggie Rose again forced into a save, but we saw from the goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A corner, safe from the goalkeeper, bundled in. Now or never, really.
Yeah, good delivery from Zane needed here.
And they create last gasp drama. Silcock-Dubry. Just over 90 seconds to get that equaliser. It's going to be a long throw. Archie Harris now. Literally everybody back for Brentford. Cherries will come forward again. Williams.
Good block again.
It was, wasn't it, from a Duajay shot. 4 or 5 really good blocks, particularly in this game from Brentford. Back to Bhutan. Corner. This really is going to be the last chance,
Yeah.
I think. 7 minutes indicated. 30 seconds remains.
Cow's going up as well.
What a moment this could be.
Yeah.
McKenna.
Big target.
Yeah. Always seems to gravitate to the goalkeeper as well every time they get forward. Will it do it this time? Not that time, it won't. And it comes back again. Can they get the shot away? Blocked again once more. Brentford defending really well. Well. Just thought for a second there, didn't you? 10 seconds remain. He's got to get it in there now, as difficult as that might be at times. That was a good ball.
Great
too,
ball.
wasn't it? Brilliant ball.
Another
It was
corner.
aimed up towards
Max,
Kinsey, wasn't it? And there was Stevenson with an absolutely well-timed header, and McKenna's up again.
Yeah.
7 minutes is up. All comes down to this corner. And that will be that. Congratulations to Brentford, who are the National Professional Development League champions. They're the ones that are going to be lifting the trophy. But for Bournemouth, 1-0 up at half-time after such a brilliant run of 14 consecutive wins. The journey comes to an end here at Vitality Stadium in a 5-goal thriller. It's Brentford who come out on top. It's finished Bournemouth 2, Brentford 3. Well, it had everything, didn't it, that second half, but that's a difficult one to take.
Yeah, it's frustrating. We knew Brentford were going to be a tough opposition, obviously. Great quality they've got. Just think maybe a couple of chances early in the first half we had, maybe should have taken. But I think you can say that about any game, really. Just unfortunate we're on the other side of the loss today.
And you just think, didn't you, with that pressure at the end, I just thought something was going to come of it.
Something might just drop,
Yeah.
little lucky bounce or something like that. But credit to Brentford, they've been very, very good team.
Puff out the cheeks there from Alan Connell. Huge chance for Noah Bhutan as well.
Yeah.
At the end, wasn't it? That was a big chance. Let's have a look now at the goals of the game. There were 5 of them. There was only 1 in the first half. We'll have a look at the best of the action for you here. It's been great to bring you this stream tonight. So thanks very much for watching this evening. We'll get you the goals in a second. Heartbreak for the Cherries, though. But learned so much, and they will have learned so much from this experience tonight. Just to look at that, Akinbone with the challenge.
Brilliant. Brilliant from Dan, brilliant from Matai.
And it was nice for him to get that goal of Duajai, isn't it? Just to really finish what he's done.
Great season, yeah.
So then Brentford got out the traps quickly. You felt, first 5-10 minutes they were doing pretty well. It was a well-worked set piece. Shot there came in from Ewan Morgan, despite Williams' best efforts. 1-1. But this was a brilliant goal, wasn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely wonderful stuff.
Incredible finish. I mean, what a strike that is.
Well, Donovan.
Brilliant run, brilliant finish. He's got the quality to do that, though.
Yep, he has. He has. Great strike. So then it was advantage Brentford. You knew then there would be more goals, and there were more goals. Not long after that, it was back at 2-2. A mistake from Reggie Rose. And a really scrappy goal, but Harold Williams just about getting the final touch there.
I think I was trying to take the credit for that.
Yeah. He was certainly celebrating anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you could credit to it about 3 players
yeah,
there, including the Brentford player, couldn't you? But then,
I mean, this was a great finish as well.
I mean, this was fantastic strike, wasn't it? Cut inside. Difficult there for McKenna.
Can't do much about that.
And he's had 2 strikes there, hasn't he, McKenna there? The wonder strikes, really.
No, it's not really anything he can do about it.
It was Yogan
who
had a brilliant second half performance. So Charlie just reflects 3-2 defeats, but certainly lots to be proud of this season.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like you said, disappointing result today, but the last 2, 3, 4 months, however long it's been, has been really positive for all of us. Like you said, it's just disappointing not to get over the final hurdle, but all credit to Brentford. I mean, they showed their quality throughout the whole game, individually and as a collective. So, like I say, credit to them and go again next season.
Yeah, might go one better next season. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, Charlie, tonight.
Thank you.
Great to have you.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Great stuff. So it's Brentford's day. They're the ones that will be lifting the trophy. Credit to them. Congratulations to them. But here at Vitality Stadium, Professional Development League, it has been quite a season for Bournemouth, setting so many records, but it's finished here in the final. Bournemouth 2, Brentford 3.